Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. And we actually have a burn deck here from Dawn. This is not actually Delver. We have turn 1, Goblin Guide turning sideways, and we will see what ends up being the better Goblin strategy here. A turn 2 Chain Lightning. Goblin Guide turning sideways, revealing a Muckus, which Goblin Lackey would have been very happy to bring down. As it is 1 mana and an Aether Vial. Heather's life total being slowly depleted right now by Goblin Guide. Dawn may have a burst of burn, which Goblins will have very little to say anything about. Now a Mog War Marshal, which provides some nice chump blocking. Price of Progress doing 4 damage. A Badlands and a Cavern of Souls. Now Goblins is a deck that can potentially function essentially as mono red, so Price of Progress being in their post board is not a given. But in this instance, 4 damage, totally fine for 2 mana. And Heather's going to look to potentially get down a Slingang Lieutenant at some point. That could allow for some life gain. End of turn, Lightning Bolts. That is one of the ways that Goblins can potentially get outside of burn range, so to speak. Exquisite Firecraft, doing 4 to the face. And now Fire Blast 4 games, so Dawn closing things out. Exactly what Burn's looking to do. Now, historically, I'm actually not sure who has the edge. I think you have to really think about what era we're talking about. I feel like at the inception of the format, Goblins actually had the advantage over Burn. And Burn would actually contort to try and play cards like Flame Break to try and clear the board just because of how devastating that snowball effect of continually adding creatures could be. Oh, lighting makes a big difference there. So yeah, I think historically Goblins has the edge. However, in this match so far, Dawn is up a game, and Burn can steal a game from literally anything. If you fumble, I mean, Burn doesn't necessarily care what you're doing. It's essentially a combo deck that is trying to just assemble 20 points of damage through instants and sorceries with a little bit of help on the ground from a Swift Spear or Goblin Guide. Eidolon of the Great Revels can be very good at kind of preventing the most broken plays from happening. Let's see how this goes for Heather and Dawn. Dawn got past me on 12 post, I think. I think he crushed me. I feel like it felt like a really lopsided matchup in his favor. Though 12 Post does have the potential to use Glimmer Post and Euro for some life gain. But these early beaters are instrumental for, of course, not only that initial damage, but also the staying power versus decks that don't necessarily have a board presence. Being able to continue chipping away. And now a Chalice at 1. We'll see if Dawn's prepared for this with a Smash to Smithereens or similar card. He's tapping for 1. One of the crazy things about it is doesn't actually shut off the entire deck anymore. Suspending a couple of Rift Bolts and getting in for 1. Next turn, Dawn's going to be able to take quite a bit off of Heather's life total. Of course, both Rift Bolts can go to face, but that Monastery Swift Spear will gain at least a +2/+2. Another Chalice at 1. And Don still potentially has Fire Blast, Skewer the Critics, more Rift Bolts. Let's see what else he has. Chain Lightning, just for the Prowess trigger. And now Sending for 4. Aether Vial ticking up. Now at 3. Don's, I think, first time playing with us here. Pretty good setup, actually. Looks pretty good. Heather's layout is definitely on point. Love being able to actually see, even on the dice, to be able to see the number of counters. That top-down view seems to be the best option. Can't really see the player's hands, but you know what? If you're going to cheat in a weekly, don't have too much to say about it. Both Wastelands being sacrificed and now fetching. So this Price of Progress gonna essentially be blanked. And, you know, I would have liked to have seen that during a attack step. At least it would have given the Prowess trigger to Monastery Swiftspear. That may be an inaccuracy. We'll see what ends up happening. Still nothing to put in off of Vial. Wow. Fire Blast. And that is going to do it. So no blocks, which is surprising. You would have thought Heather at some point would have found something to block that lone Swiftspear. But Fire Blast crosses the finish line as Burn takes it down in the final round here of our Wednesday or Friday. We're doing both, guys. Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. If you want to see yourself featured on camera, check out the description to find out how you can play some Legacy with us. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.